Some new evidence that may prove President Trump's immigration orders are working. The number of refugees coming into the U.S. down 54% last month. Here to break down the numbers, national security for the Clarion Project analyst Mauro. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, what is your sense now about these numbers? Let's first of all start with the numbers and we'll explain them. Somalia, Syria, a lot of countries, we're seeing a real decrease in terms of refugees coming over here.
Right, so for the past month, the highest number of refugees that have been resettled in the United States is from Somalia. And the reason that's of concern is because al-Qaeda still controls a portion of that country. It's in chaos, and we know that the Somali American community has high levels of extremism that put it in a different category than other communities. And so when you look at where the refugees are coming from, even now, there's a lot. They're coming from state sponsors of terrorism, places that are terror-prone.
Right. So why is that now? Why are we seeing the numbers go
down? Well, the reason they're going down is because President Trump reduced the number of refugees that he'll allow into the United States, and so you would expect the numbers overall to decrease. Now, that's not an anti-refugee policy. If you actually look at what President Trump has proposed, there's all sorts of exceptions to allow the people that most want to be here, that most give something to us, that are in most need, into the United States. So everybody out there posting these memes on social media, making it look like there's someone starving and we're going to stop them right at the border. That's not what's going on. Someone like that comes right in.
So why was there so much hysteria at the beginning?
No, I think the critics of President Trump right now are stuck in a permanent state of hysteria to the point that they read something and they just go wild, and then there's that echo chamber. And so an example of that would be the recent reporting on extreme vetting, where according to the reports, the authorities will have the option where if there's someone that's a bit suspicious, they can force that person to hand over their phone, look at their social media, look at their contacts. And what Trump's critics did was they said, oh my goodness, this means that all 10 million people that apply for visas are going to have to hand over their passwords, and that's never what it said. It just said it would be an option.
So last question, why do you think we're seeing less of these big confrontations at the airports? Is this that everyone's calmed down and realized the policy is not as extreme as originally claimed, or is it also that the fine-tuning the administration did actually made the orders better?
It was definitely the fine-tuning, I believe. But for everyone out there that's saying that this is an anti-refugee policy, especially those politicians, do something about it. Get your rich donor friends together, raise a bunch of money, and then help the refugees yourself instead of just complaining about it. Or better yet, do something substantive like back a safe zone for the Christians and other minorities in Iraq that are being persecuted right now. If you're pro-refugee, do something about it.
Something we've heard the president talk about, but the critics haven't said a lot about that at all.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that President Trump, if he's watching, that he will back a safe zone in Iraq for the Christians and the other minorities. I just got back from Iraq about a month ago, and they were actually very pro-Trump there. And the Christians, the Kurds, and other people there were all saying, look, we need a safe zone here. It should be easy to do. And if you want to stop the genocide against Christians, please come in and do this. So, well, President Trump, I hope you listen to their advice.
President Senior Advisor Jared Kushner has been in Iraq over the last day or so. We'll see when he comes back whether or not that's something he reports back to the president.
All right.
Mauro, thank you.
Thank you.